Have you familiar with the word correlation? It is used in many places. In statistics, in geology, in many places you can get familiar with the word correlation.
Sir, it established relation between surface and underground mines.
Yeah, that's what written. Yeah. So what do you
The
mean by
correlation survey, the
Please.
correlation survey are done for determine accurate location of surface features like river, horizontal, historical building, etc. On
Yeah.
plan for underground workings, so that we take adequate action.
So okay, no, fine. Yes. So what do you mean by correlation in geology? Have you studied this term in geology, correlation? Anyone? Sachin Kumar, have you studied that term correlation in geology?
Sir, correlation basically means the relation between two objects or two types of stones that will be sedimentary or metamorphic. A relation between them.
No.
Sir, in
Okay, I don't
geology,
want to pay.
Sir,
Yeah, Rishabh.
sir, in geology, correlation refers to the relationship between the subsequent strata, basically relating to their age.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, I will just give a brief about correlations in geology.
About age relationship
Mm-hmm. Yes, Sonu.
in geology, a correlation means age relationship.
See, actually, I will just give an example. Whatever the deposit you will find in the Rajasthan, in India, you can also find the same deposit in Saudi Arabia or wherever you can find a desert. जहां भी तुमको रेगिस्तान मिलेगा, you can find the similar deposit. So that's the correlation in geology. जैसे कि यहाँ राजस्थान में अगर तुमको कॉपर का ओर मिल रहा है या फिर जिंक का ओर मिल रहा है, तो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट यू विल गेट द सेम ओर इन द other part of the world where they have desert. Like UAE, if it has desert, then you can also find zinc or copper there also. So that's the correlation in geology. ये चीज क्लियर हुआ सबको? Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So correlation in mining is to establish a true relationship between surface survey and underground survey. And why we do that? We do that so that we can find the surface features with respect to the underground features. Now suppose there is a railway line or there is a monument which is already spoken by someone here. So we have to establish, we have to find that exactly what point, beneath what point that particular railway station is there above the underground mine. So why we do that? Why we need to establish a true relationship between surface survey and underground survey?
Sir, because the underground area below that surface feature needs to be formed so that it does not get collapsed in future. Or subside in future. Sorry.
Yeah. Subsidence is one of the reason that needs to be controlled, because those features are very important and those features should be kept as much safe as possible. Whether it's a particular monument or a temple or a mosque or a gurudwara or a railway line or a road or a river nearby. Because if we will not correlate our underground survey with the surface features that may include a river, then there can be an incident like Chas Nala or any kind of incident that can be a disaster to the mine, and that can turn into the death of many people. At the same time, we have to update our plans. We have to find out the reserves, that how much reserve we are, how much reserve is there for a particular ore or coal or any other deposit, and how much we are extracting per day or per shift. So I think correlation is clear to most of you, that we have to find or we have to establish a true relationship between surface survey and underground survey. So in this case, what we do actually, there are some particular surface reference point which will not be disturbed. Suppose there is a particular office on the surface above underground mine, which is supposed to be there as long as possible till the life of the mine. So in that case or any other case, we have some particular reference point. So those reference point, we use those reference point to establish a true relationship between underground survey to underground reference points. Suppose in this case, in this figure, where we are trying to establish a true relationship between A, B, this A, B, and X and Y. So X and Y are the underground reference points. A and B are the surface reference point. So in this case, what we are doing, we are establishing a true relationship between AB and XY. Now, why we need 2 points? We can simply establish using A or B. Can anyone tell? Why we need 2 points, A, B, X and Y? We need 2 points both in surface and underground.
For creating a line to tell the direction of the surface.
Yeah, sorry, speak Romeo a little loud.
So we need a line to explain the direction of the reference line.
Exactly, okay. See, as we have studied the definition of survey, that survey is the relationship using how we establish a relationship between 2 points is a distance and angle. So when we are talking about angle, so we need other reference point to which we can establish a line, and that line will give us the angle with respect to the other point. So we need 2 points on the surface as well as in the underground. So in this case, the method of correlation, direct correlation using direct traversing. In this case, what we are doing, using the coordinates of A and B, we are establishing the coordinates of X and Y. And you know that bearing, that angle with respect to the north, we need to establish that also. So what we are doing, we are establishing, we are not only finding out the coordinates of X and Y with respect to A and B, but we are also finding the bearing of X and Y with respect to A, B. Is that clear to everyone? Royal Kashyap? You need to change your name. I don't think so. Royal is your actual name. Sandeep Rao.
Yes, sir.
So you define me. What is correlation?
The correlation means we have to find a point on the surface feature with underground feature. With reference to underground feature.
We have to find out the surface feature with respect to the underground features, but correlation is not that. Correlation is to establish true relationship between surface survey and underground survey. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there are various methods of correlation. First is using direct traversing. Why the different methods are developed? Because of different kind of mining. In some of the cases, we can simply access using drift, incline or decline or edit. In some of the cases, we need to sink a shaft, and the depth will as the depth will increase. In some cases, we can get two shafts, O1 and O2. So when there are different kind of mining, we need to opt for different kind of method for correlation survey. So in this case, correlation by direct traversing, we are simply making a traverse that starts from A and B, and then it will end at X and Y. But again, we have to make it close. So again, it will come to A and B again, so that it will be a closed traverse. Okay, what will happen if we will directly make the traverse from A and B to X and Y, and we will not come back to A and B again? What kind of traverse that will be? Shubham Raj?
Sir,
Shubham Raj. Yeah, say Shubham Raj. What kind of traverse that will be?
Sir, closed.
Sunil Kumar? Sunil Kumar? Priyanshu Singh?
Sir, open traverse.
Open traverse. It will not be the closed traverse, because we are not returning to the initial points. So Muhammad Imran Ansari, what is the difference between open traverse and closed traverse? Imran? Yeah.
If we come back to the initial point, then it will be closed traverse.
Okay, Meera, you say which will be more efficient, open traverse or closed traverse? Which will be more error free?
Sir, closed traverse.
Closed traverse. Pawan, you say why the closed traverse will be error free, more error free? Yes, Pawan Kumar Ashish.
Yes, sir.
Why the closed traverse will be more error free? Why there will be less error in closed traverse? Lokesh Kumar Kashyap, you answer this question.
Sir, in closed traverse, it will be that will be error free, because we will if we are if we if we come to initial point, then it is clear that there has not been an error, and in open traverse there may be chance that there should be error. If it may fluctuate, position may be fluctuate, that's why.
Okay, Karthik Orao, do you have any other answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, say. Say Karthik. Okay, Vikas Kumar, Karthik, mute yourself.
Sir, in a closed traverse, sum of all latitude and departure is always zero, and that's why lesser in a closed traverse.
Will be more effective.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the other sense, you know, how we can reduce the error in closed traverse.
Sir, we are taking reading multiple times from a single station. That's why it will be other.
No, because from closed traverse we have some geometrical properties. Like in case of triangle, the sum of the angle will be 180 degree, and if it will not come 180 degree, then you can reduce the error using least survey. Wait a minute. I had already shared that file with you. Error using least survey. Wait. Yes, sorry, method of least square. I'm sorry, method of least square. Using method of least square, we can reduce the error. So the geometrical properties helps us to reduce the error. In case of closed traverse, but in open traverse we don't have that limitations, we don't have that constant, so the constant actually helps us to reduce the error. So what we are doing in this correlation by direct traverse, suppose we will start with our point at B, we will measure the angle with A, suppose this is the point A, and we are heading towards here in underground. So first we will measure that point, then there will be a station here or stop here, then likewise we will make the traverse to the underground area, and we will be taking the readings at each point. Suppose from B we will start at again A, S1, S2, S3, likewise these intermediate points, then at the finally X and Y. So at each point we can measure the distance, angle, and then we can find out the coordinates of each point, and finally we will establish the relationship between X and Y and A and B. Okay, so by correlation we have fixed our underground stations. Now why we need to fix this underground station?
So that other measurements in underground can be referenced to that station.
Yes, exactly. See, we cannot perform the correlation every day. If we have established particular points in the underground area, then those points will always be helpful in making the underground survey. So using those points, we will establish the other points. And likewise, we will make the whole plan of the underground area, how we are developing or how we are working in underground. Okay. तो इस correlation by direct traversing में किसी को कोई doubt है? Then there are some other things about like suitability.
Sir, how do you make plans in underground mines? Sir, इसके बारे में सर थोड़ा explain करते सर.
थोड़ा हाँ युष्मान कस के बोलो सर.
Sir, how we make plans in underground mines, sir? Map कैसे बनाते हैं सर, इसके बारे में थोड़ा बहुत.
हाँ, ये स्टोप सर्वे में हम तुम लोगों को बताएंगे, बट अगर तुम लोगों को अभी देखना है तो हम थोड़ा फिगर्स दिखा सकते हैं. Stope surveying, that will be a chapter. Then we need to follow some norms that is given in CMR, MMR, etc. These kind of plans, there are different kind of plans: surface plan, underground plan, water danger plan. So different kind of plans will be there. then this particular structure, particular design shows particular thing, like this triangle design, it shows incline. This shows your haul road, or you have belt conveyor there. So this is the one of the plan of underground survey of a coal mines. You can see this is the method of this is the Borden pillar method. You can simply find out using this plan. Then this red double line, it shows the permanent stopping. This single line, it shows the temporary stopping. That is for ventilation, that you will be studying in ventilation. But there are some conventions using CMR. These things are the part of third unit stope serving, fourth unit stope serving, which I will be teaching you. As of now, you just can see that these are the, and sometimes we need to follow particular color also. Like in case of subsidence, we need to show it using red line. In red, the subsidence shall be updated in the plan using red line. So these are the different things that you will be studying in stope surveying in unit 4. But as of now, we can only focus on correlation survey. So these are the different suitability condition, like the mine should be shallow in case of correlation by direct traversing. The deposit should not be steep, should not be at high angle. Then the limitations, the error should not exceed plus minus 5 seconds per instrument setting. Like if you have a set instrument here, then the error at that particular station should not be plus minus 5 seconds. And the total error should not exceed more than plus minus 5 root under n. So we can reduce this error by closed traverse only. Okay. So यहाँ तक किसी को doubt है तो पूछो, otherwise we will take a just 2 minutes break.
Sir,
then हाँ बोलो.
सर ऊपर में सर एक कुछ गाइडलाइंस हैं सर 3 पॉइंट्स में दिया हुआ है सर, उसमें लिखा हुआ प्रिसीजन शैल बी ऑब्टेन्ड फ्रॉम फेस लेफ्ट एंड फेस राइट ऑब्जर्वेशन. सर इसका मतलब नहीं समझा.
देखो अच्छा एक मिनट, तुम लोग को दिख रहा है ना ये चीज. तो ये जो टोटल स्टेशन है तुम्हारा, ओके, पहले के जमाने में बस ये होते थे, अपने पास छोटे लाइट होते थे, तो उसमें एक पर्टिकुलर प्लेन होता था. अब इसमें जो रीडिंग है तुम ऐसे लो तो अलग आएगा. ये तुम्हारा आईपीस हो गया, ये तुम्हारा ऑब्जेक्टिव हो गया. अभी अगर तुम इसको ये करो, ऐसे मूव कर दो, ये पूरा मूव हो सकता है. दिखा है क्या? देखो ये अभी आईपीस था, ये तुम्हारा ऑब्जेक्टिव था. और ये तुम्हारा आईपीस था. तो अब तुम पहले ऐसे करके मेजरमेंट ली, ठीक है, ये पॉइंट से ये ऐसे करके मेजरमेंट ली, और ये तुम्हारा वर्टिकल प्लेट है मान लो, तो ये तुम्हारा फेस लेफ्ट रीडिंग हुआ, क्योंकि वर्टिकल प्लेट तुम्हारे राइट साइड, सॉरी ये फेस राइट रीडिंग हुआ क्योंकि वर्टिकल प्लेट तुम्हारा राइट साइड. बट अगर तुम इसको ऐसे कर दो, ओके, ये तुम्हारा ऑब्जेक्टिव हो गया. अब ये वर्टिकल प्लेट तुम्हारा लेफ्ट साइड हो गया. तो ये एक्चुअल जो तुम लोग थर्डोलाइट्स देखोगे उसमें वैसा होता है. तो अब ये फेस लेफ्ट हो गया तुम्हारा रीडिंग, तो अब तुम दोबारा मेजर करोगे. तो ये फेस लेफ्ट और फेस राइट ऑब्जर्वेशन होता है थर्डोलाइट के अकॉर्डिंग, क्योंकि उसमें तुम्हारा एक वर्टिकल प्लेट होता है जहां तुम्हारे वर्टिकल रीडिंग्स आते हैं. और उसके अकॉर्डिंग देखो, इसको हम लोग पहले लेबलिंग करना पड़ता है. इंस्ट्रूमेंट को, कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट हो उसको लेबलिंग करना पड़ता है. कैसे करते हैं? पहले ये 2 स्क्रूज को करते हैं, उसके बाद उसके परपेंडिकुलर स्क्रूज को करते हैं, थर्ड वाला स्क्रूज जो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा. तो वो फेस लेफ्ट और फेस राइट रीडिंग होता है, क्योंकि उस केस में हम लोग को और वो प्रिसीजन के लिए इसलिए ज्यादा यूज होता है क्योंकि देखो इस जगह से रीडिंग अलग आएगा और इस जगह से रीडिंग अलग आएगा। तो मान लो इस केस में तुम्हारा आया, अब कभी भी हम लोग रीडिंग लेते तो वो कभी भी प्रिसाइज नहीं होता है, वहां बहुत सारे एरर आ सकते हैं, स्पेशली तो ऑपरेटर एरर होता है। अभी देखो कोई अगर मेजर किया 30 डिग्री 50 मिनट 10 सेकेंड्स, तो जो नेक्स्ट पर्सन मेजर करेगा वो हो सकता है कि 30 डिग्री 50 मिनट 20 सेकेंड्स। और अगर वो उसी को अगर तुम फेस मान लो वो फेस राइट ऑब्जर्वेशन था, the same observation if you will take from the face left then it can be somehow different। ये तुम लोग जैसे कि स्कूल या कॉलेजेस में भी 11th 12 में भी अगर तुम लोग 1 ईयर थोड़ालाइट यूज करके भी किसी ऑब्जेक्ट का लेंथ या हाइट या डायमीटर निकालते होगे तो हर बार ऑब्जर्वेशन डिफरेंट आता है
यस सर।
तो वही रीजन है कि हम लोगों को हर बार फेस लेफ्ट और फेस राइट कर, और हम लोग देखो एक रीडिंग से काम नहीं चलता है, मिनिमम 3 रीडिंग लेने पड़ते हैं मिनिमम। तो 3 फेस लेफ्ट का रीडिंग हुआ, 3 फेस राइट का रीडिंग हुआ, उसके बाद तुम उनका एवरेज लेते हो तब तुम्हारा एग्जैक्ट रीडिंग आता है। Why we have labeling in theodolite but not reflector? देखो theodolite जो है that is not an optical that is it does not have this EDM part, and using theodolite we can only measure angle not the distance, so it doesn't come with reflector. Why we need reflector? So that if this is sending a signal, then if this EDM machine was sending a signal, that what I was showing in the last class, that red line, then it will come back by the reflector, then it will measure the distance between those 2 points, either using pulse method or using simply C del T by 2, that will be the distance. Okay Romi?
Okay sir.
Okay. Anyone else having any question?
Yes sir.
Yeah Rishabh.
Sir, we are using closed traverse in this method, so how will we go back from point Y to point A?
देखो again, yeah, just
point A or B, whichever is the initial point, sir.
Yeah. See how we came from A and B to X and Y using different intermediate stations. Likewise again we will go back using different intermediate stations. If this is suppose this is a point X, this is Y, this was our instrument, we first measured X, Y angle from this point, then we will shift our instrument to other place, then we will come back from Y to X and to other intermediate stations. So that's how we will go back to the A and B again. Okay, Rishabh?
Sir, but in this way we are tracing the same line again. So how will the closed traverse be benefited here? Like we are not having any geometric Yes sir.
We will have a closed geometry. See this plan view. Focus on this plan view. This is showing only one line, but after establishing at Y and X, we do not and we cannot come by the same line again. So it will be a closed traverse when we will reach point A and B. And you know simply that formula 2n minus 2 divided by n into pi, that will give us the
angles in the
including angles, some of the including angles. So it will be a closed traverse and we will try to make it a closed traverse. We should try to make it a closed traverse. Now
Yes, sir.
पक्का?
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो और किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन? देखो तुम लोग पहले पढ़ लिया करो, ये ऑनलाइन सिस्टम में और कोई बेटर ऑप्शन नहीं है अपने पास. That's the best option, the flipped classroom technology. I'm uploading the notes so that you can study in a better way. And before the discussion, before I teach, it should be, most of the things should be at least familiar to you people. This was our first question that we will discuss. After, I will just give you a brief of method of correlation or connection in single or double shaft. But we will just take a 2-minute break, okay?
Sir, in limitation,
Yeah, ask.
In limitation, second limitation, it has been given probable error in orienting baseline should not be more than plus minus 5 under root n, where n is number of setting in a traverse. Sir, what is number of setting?
The number of setting is how many times you have established your instrument. That how many times. अब ये instrument को तुमको हर जगह set करना पड़ रहा है, तो that is the number of setting in the traverse.
Okay.
देखो यहाँ तुम इंस्ट्रूमेंट को सेट किए, फिर वहां एक पॉइंट था जिसका तुम डिस्टेंस और एंगल मेजर करोगे, फिर यू विल फोकस ऑन द अदर पॉइंट. जैसे एंगल के लिए हमको 2 पॉइंट चाहिए ना, एक पॉइंट यहाँ लिए तुम, फिर एक पॉइंट यहाँ. अभी वो पॉइंट तुम्हारा फिक्स्ड है, अभी तुम इस इंस्ट्रूमेंट को दूसरी जगह ले जाओगे, फिर तुम उस पॉइंट पे फोकस करोगे एंड फिर द अदर पॉइंट. So in this case we have shifted our instrument 2 times, so the number of setting is 2 when there are 3 points. Likewise, the number of setting will increase in case of direct traversing, because we have to deal with n number of points.
Sir, is there any chance of error if number of setting is more?
Yes, of course there is more chance of error if the number of setting will increase. And in that case, the closed traverse that we will be making, it can overlay with some other points also, because the number of traverse, the number of setting will increase in a particular narrow area. That incline that will be very narrow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
सर कितनी बार इंस्ट्रूमेंट को अलग अलग डायरेक्शन में सेट करेंगे सर, उसी को नंबर ऑफ सेटिंग्स बोलेंगे ना?
नहीं, देखो नंबर ऑफ सेटिंग क्या हुआ, अब ये तुम्हारा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, ये तुम्हारा इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, तुम एक पॉइंट यहाँ लिए, कोई पॉइंट है, फिर तुम यहाँ पे एंटर किए. अभी तुमको नेक्स्ट लाइन पे जाना है, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट पे जाना है, तो फिर तुम अपना इंस्ट्रूमेंट दूसरी जगह सेट करोगे. फिर तुम अपना इंस्ट्रूमेंट दूसरी जगह सेट किए, तो in this case the number of setting has increased to 2 from 1 to 2.
सर एक पॉइंट का सर डायरेक्शन मतलब एक पॉइंट का डायरेक्शन तो सेम रहेगा. अगर एक पॉइंट की बात कर रहे हैं तो अगर अलग अलग पॉइंट की बात करेंगे तो डायरेक्शन अलग अलग हो जाएगा.
नहीं, ये तो अभी देखो तुम्हारा ट्रैवर्स जो यहाँ बन रहा है, जो यहाँ फॉर्म हो रहा है, उसमें मान लो 10 पॉइंट आ रहे हैं, तो नंबर ऑफ सेटिंग कितने हो जाएंगे उसमें?
10
9 होंगे ना. इंटरमीडिएट पॉइंट्स विल बी 9. 2 पॉइंट के लिए तुमको 1 पॉइंट चाहिए एंगल मेजर करने के लिए, फिर अगेन इट विल शिफ्ट. Likewise, if there are 10 points, the number of setting will be 9.
Yes, sir.
देखो एरर का लिमिटेशंस पर एंगल और सेटिंग ऑफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट में ये डिस्टेंस में भी है. जो हम लोग 2 सर्वे स्टेशंस के बीच का डिस्टेंस मेजर कर रहे हैं, दैट शुड आल्सो बी not more than, in this case, 3 mm per 10 meters. Centering error. Okay, so can we start with this method of correlation using single or double shaft?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, you tell me, in case of direct traversing, we can simply measure the angle and distance of different intermediate points. But can we do that in case of vertical shaft? Can we simply make a closed traverse in a vertical shaft? See, the figure is shared with you.
No, sir.
No.
Sir, please repeat question.
Yeah, okay. So in case of this direct traversing, we have the opening incline or decline or edit. In that case, we can set our instrument at different place and we can make a direct closed traverse. But in case of a vertical shaft, can we do that? Clear हुआ question? नहीं.
Yes, sir. Question is clear. I think it will not be possible.
Why?
Because it oscillates.
Because we will not find any place to keep our instrument, to set our instrument. Can we set our instrument in the air?
No.
No, it's not possible. Okay, Mabel. Can you tell me the role of the wires that we are using in our vertical shaft? Zimpa? Priyanshu Singh? विशाल कुमार? क्या सब ऐसी क्लास ज्वाइन करके छोड़ दिए हैं क्या? Okay, anyone else who can tell the role of vertical wires, the wires in the vertical shaft?
Sir, for man winding and material hoisting. Sir, for man winding, material hoisting.
No, Rishabh.
No, sir, it was not. Sir, it is used for transferring of coordinates and bearing from surface to underground.
So you should have studied all these things now. I'm just supposed to clear the things. What if you have any doubt? That's the reason the notes were uploaded a long back, maybe a week ago. So what will happen? Suppose there are two wires W1 and W2. What coordinates will change of W1 and W2 if we will project it to the underground? Yes, I think that's enough. Priyanshu Singh?
Yes, sir.
What changes will be there in the coordinates of W1 and W2 when we will bring it to the underground?
Sir, altitude will change.
Yes, only the altitude will be changed. So x and y will remain same, only
Yes,
the
sir.
z coordinate will change. Okay. So in this case, what we are doing, we are hanging two wires, and we are hanging it with a lot of weight, so that there will not be any effect of the air in the shaft on the vertical wires. It should not swing like a pendulum, because if it will swing, then there will be more error. The coordinates of x and y, which we are thinking that it will remain same at the underground, it will change. For that, we can use the barrel of water or fine oil in underground. So in this case, again we have these two surface base A and B. This is our WS, that is Wiesbach station, and this is our W1 and W2. So from WS, we are measuring the angle between A and B. So the angle will be WSAB. Then again we are focusing on W1 and W2. So we have these three angles: WSAB, AWSW1, and AWSW2. We cannot measure the angle W2, W1, WS, because we cannot place our instrument on at W1. यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको?
यस सर।
शुभम राज,
सर
हाँ बोलो।
सर जो वेट देते हैं वो सर वाटर का रहता है सर, बैरल?
हाँ, आइदर वाटर और फाइन ऑयल, क्योंकि अगर वो ज्यादा वेट हम लोग नहीं देंगे तो इट विल स्विंग. The depth will be around, it can be more than 250 meters. Then I will also discuss the verticality of the wires, because we cannot keep our wires straight way for 2.5 kilometers when we are rolling it out. We make it, we roll it and keep in our other areas, other service stations, service store, or wherever we want, wherever we can store it. So verticality of the wires, that we will discuss later. We are just focusing on the method now and the principle of the correlation survey. So this is clear to everyone? Shubham Raj?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we will do in underground now, Shubham? In surface, using a Wiesbach station, we have measured the different angle that we need. What we will do in underground? Sachin Kumar? In underground, we will repeat the same process. You can see this WU, that is underground station. Then again, we will measure the angles between W2, WU, W1, W2, WU, and X. Then we will keep our service station at X, and we will measure the angle between Y, X, and WU. Then we can also measure the distance between W1, W2, the distance between the wires. We can measure the distance between WF, W1 and WS, W2 also. Can we measure these distances? Sachin Kumar. Mohammad Mehran.
Yes, sir.
We can measure those distances. and how that will be useful.
Sir, if we got the coordinates of W1 and W2 and repeating the same process, then we got the coordinates of underground stations, and then we can simply use the distance formula to calculate the distance with the help of the bearing also.
Okay. So can you solve this question? We have the different observations, surface observation and underground observation. Have you people tried this question?
Sir, there is a doubt of that, yeah, at different points, where will it is the direction of true north from where we will take?
Okay, see the bearing of AB is given. Bearing of AB is given.
Yes, sir.
It means the true north is defined.
Yes, sir. There it's defined, and then the next point.
At next point, we will measure the bearing of AWS. Then we will measure the bearing of WS, W1. Then W1, W2. Then the bearing of W1, W2 will be shifted in underground. That will be the bearing of the W1, W2 at underground place. And then again we will repeat the same process and we will find the bearing of X and Y. I'm discussing this problem and I will send the solution. So wait for it. First you focus on this figure and the data what we have obtained in the surface. The angle BAWS, this is A, this is A, B and WS. So BAWS we have obtained, then we have obtained AWS, W2, AWS and W1. अभी कौन आया है जयप्रकाश? Okay, and we have measured the distances. Now focus on this figure and the solution. See the distance or the length of WS, W1, W2, WS and W1, W2. That will help us to find out the angle at W1 and W2 using sine formula. A by sine A equals to B by sine B equals to C by sine C. Because in that case we can only measure one angle, that is W1, WS, W2 at WS. But we can measure the all distances of the triangle. So using triangle properties, using sine rule, we can find out the other angles. This is how you are supposed to make the or write in the answer sheet or your assignment. You need to draw the figure at every stages wherever it's necessary. So first we have obtained the bearing of BAWS, that is 180 degree, and I have assumed the bearing of AB is 90 degree. Then we have assumed find out the bearing of WS, W2, which is 260 degree. So we are dealing with the true north and the whole circle bearing here, not the quadratic bearing. Again from the figure, the bearing of WS W1. So and after obtaining the angle at W2, which is 40 minutes, using this formula, sin A by sin B, sin A by A equals to sin B by B. And see, use your brain, and in this case, when the angle are small, then sin theta is equivalent to theta in radians, not in degrees. Remember it. अच्छा हाँ या ना कुछ बोलो तुम लोग, कुछ समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है ये बताओ. ठीक है. So at the end we have find out the bearing of wire top, which is 260 degree, 40 minute, and that will be shifted assuming that there is negligible deflection in wires in the shaft due to air current. So the bearing of wire top, that will be the same of bearing of wire base. And now we will work with the underground data, underground observations. So in this case, see what we have done in the surface. From this area, from B, A, WS, W1, W2, we have obtained the bearing of W1, W2 because we have the bearing of A and B. Okay, so what we are doing here, fast needle method or close or loose needle method? The fast needle method and the loose needle method was already taught to you. So what is this method? Fast needle or loose needle? Mabel, can you say if you are still there? जयप्रकाश, तुम बताओ. जयप्रकाश मुंडा, इतने देर में आए हो.
यस सर.
ये फास्ट निडल मेथड है कि लूज निडल मेथड है बेयरिंग मेजर करने का?
लूज है सर.
लूज है. क्यों लूज क्यों है?
क्योंकि ट्रैवर्सिंग करने के लिए सर लूज मेटल ही यूज करते हैं.
ये फास्ट निडल मेथड है क्योंकि यहाँ हम लोग बियरिंग बस एक लाइन का ले रहे हैं और उसके बाद एंगल का यूज करके हम लोग अदर लाइंस का बियरिंग निकालते हैं. तो we have repeated the same process in underground. Now we have the bearing of W1, W2, and from that we will obtain the bearing of W2, WU, then WUX, and finally X and Y. So when we will fix our point X and Y, and we will know the bearing of X and Y, so our underground reference line and underground reference stations are fixed. ठीक है, I will send you the solution. You should go through this. अब इसमें कोई डाउट है किसी को तो पूछो. किसी को कोई डाउट है इस क्वेश्चन में? प्रियम कुमार, हाँ आयुष्मान क्या पूछ रहे हो?
साइन फॉर्मूला लगाने के बाद क्या ऊपर में
सॉरी 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 तुम्हारा आवाज.
सर आफ्टर यूजिंग साइन फॉर्मूला सर व्हाट वी हैव डन इन दिस.
हाँ देखो we cannot measure the angles at W1 and W2. Can we measure the angle at W1 and W2?
पॉइंट
Can we measure?
पॉइंट एक पॉइंट होना चाहिए उसके बाद मेजर कर पाएंगे.
हाँ हाँ हाँ
एक पॉइंट सर अलग से होना चाहिए, उसके बाद मेजर कर पाएंगे।
नहीं, we cannot measure that. I mean, we are calculating angle at W1, W2 because we have the other parameters like the distance or the length of the or the length of the sides when we are assuming that as a triangle. But we cannot measure angles at W1 and W2 because वहाँ हमारे wire hang है and we cannot place our instrument there. To place our instrument at a particular station, we need space. We cannot place our instrument at W1 and W2 because we are hanging our wires in that place. But we need angles at W1 and W2 to measure or to find out the bearing of W1 W2. We need angle at W1 and W2. अगर हम लोग को बेयरिंग चाहिए इस पॉइंट का ए बी का, तो हम लोग को ए पे एंगल पता होना चाहिए ना। आयुष्मान पता होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए?
होना चाहिए।
हाँ, लेकिन देखो हम लोग W1 और W2 पे एंगल मेजर नहीं कर पा रहे डायरेक्टली, सो वी आर कैलकुलेटिंग इट यूजिंग आवर geometrical properties. Like in case of triangle, we are using that sine formula: a by sine a equals to b by sine b equals to c by sine c. And we can measure the distances between W1 W2, W1 WS and WS W2. At the same time, we have that angle at WS that we can measure, beeswax station on the surface. So we have one angle and the length of all three sides in that case. Then what we will do, we will use sine formula to find out the angle at W1 and W2. Is that clear to everyone? धीरज कुमार महतो, पुलेश्वर किसको? So this method is known as Wies method of correlation using Wies-Bach triangle. Because on the surface we are making a triangle with a small angle at WS. So from WS, see, if these two are our vertical shafts, okay, these two that we have hung on the vertical shaft. This is our Wies-Bach station, where our total station is. So we will focus on this vertical wire first, then we will focus on the other vertical wire. We can measure the angle between these two vertical wires at WS. This is our point WS, Wies-Bach station on the surface. But we cannot measure angles at these places, W1 and W2. But we can measure these distances, W1 W2, W1 WS and WS and W2. We can measure those distances. Then we will finally calculate the angles at W1 and W2 for this closed triangle. क्या तक क्लियर है सबको? अच्छा एक मिनट यार, अच्छा देखो फिर से देखो, ये हम लोगों का W1 है, ये हम लोगों का W2 है। वायर्स जो हम साथ में हैंग किए हैं, ये हम लोग का Wies-Bach स्टेशन है। तो इससे पहले हम लोग W1 में फोकस किए, फिर W2 में फोकस किए तो ये एंगल हम लोगों को मिल गया। अभी हम लोग इसके बीच का डिस्टेंस, इसके बीच का डिस्टेंस और इसके बीच का डिस्टेंस मेजर कर सकते हैं। तो ये डिस्टेंसेस हम लोग मेजर किए, लेकिन हम लोग we cannot place our instrument at W1 and at W2. So how we will calculate angle at W1 and W2? Using sine formula. A by sine A equals to B by sine B equals to C by sine C. Now we have these three distances of the triangle and we have angle at WS. Clear है सबको यहाँ तक?
सर W1 और W2 सर वो रेफरेंस पॉइंट है सर।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, W1 and W2 are not the reference point. These are the wires that we have hung in our shaft.
Okay, yes, I got. Okay, sir.
तुम लोगों को कितनी बार बोला है, इसीलिए नोट शेयर किया गया ताकि तुम लोग पढ़ के रखो। ये क्या है? W1 और W2 क्या है? देखो वायर्स है ना?
Yes sir, I understood.
ठीक है, तो ये हुआ तुम लोग का मेथड ऑफ कोरिलेशन यूजिंग मेथड ऑफ कोरिलेशन बाय वीसबैक ट्रायंगल मेथड। ये क्लियर है सबको?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
तो ये क्वेश्चन बनेगा आप सबसे फर्स्ट वाला।
Yes sir.
I will send you the solution, but in that case, the assumed bearing of AB is 90 degree, but you have to use the last two digit of your roll number. And I'm hoping it should not be copied. Try to solve it by your own, even if it takes more than one time or one attempt. हाँ बोलो, क्या पूछे?
सर कौन सा क्वेश्चन सर?
First question of the assignment. This question, where you have to find out the bearing of x and y when the bearing of surface base is given. Can you do that? And the observations at surface and underground is given. Can you people solve that? No? Yes, Aman. Can you solve it?
Yes sir.
Okay, so we can stop here and we will discuss the remaining thing in the next class, probably tomorrow. I will continue from this correlation by Weisbach triangle. We will discuss co-planning method, Weisbach quadrilateral method, and correlation using using a single wire in two shaft. Now we were using two wires. In the next class, we will be using only single wire when there are two shafts. Okay, आज के लिए किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है? Anyone have any doubt?
So the distance between W1 and W2 is measured at underground.
Yeah, we can measure in underground also. We can measure in the surface also.
Sir, how will we measure on the surface? These are hanging in the shaft.
Yeah, just a minute. I'll show you how we will measure in the surface. See, we can measure the distance between these two pulleys, which we have kept on the surface. Can we measure?
Yes, sir.
So that will be the distance between W1 and W2?
Yes, sir.
We can also measure in underground to check if there is any error or not. But we can surely measure in the surface. Even if these are two hanging wires, we can measure it. Okay, और किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन? और नोट्स पढ़ के आओ अगली बार, otherwise it will not be fruitful at all for you people. अभी देखो जैसे ये दो हैंगिंग वायर्स हैं, तो हम लोग इनके बीच का डिस्टेंस मेजर कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते? We can make a platform on the shaft. Then one surveyor will be measuring, keeping a tape here, and the other will be measuring the distance here. But we cannot place our theodolite on this W1 or W2. But we can measure the distance between these two points W1 and W2. ये clear है? फिर से पूछ रहे हो how we can measure the distance between W1 and W2?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can stop here.
Sir, verticality of wire plane